Chuck Fleischmann is a member of the so-called bipartisan conference committee, a number of Democrats and Republicans on board with negotiating border security. Congressman, good to have you. What was it like in there? What's the mood and how are people feeling?
Neil, I was encouraged. I came into this meeting full of optimism, full of hope, and I left the meeting with that same sense of optimism. It was sincere, it was candid, and our friends in the Senate and on both sides were very cordial. So I think we're going to make some progress. Metaphorically, as you say, perhaps it's warming up here in Washington.
So do you think a deal could be struck that would be so comprehensive that it would include coverage for DACA kids here, as well as the president's funding for a wall, whatever that ultimately is?
Well, I think ultimately we're going to have funding for the president's wall, for America's wall. I think the American people want that. We're going to have
Well,
to
the
have
president
funding
wants $5.7 billion. Do you think he's going to get that?
Well, I don't want to say for sure what we're going to get. I have voted for 5.7, but we're all reasonable people, and we have to have a deal that the Senate, the House, and the White House can all agree on.
Is there a drop-dead figure in the back of your own mind, Congressman?
I'm going to keep an open mind. I want to make sure that we have a good, strong down payment on a physical barrier where it is needed, in addition to other technologies. But let's face it, today we heard in that room very few absolutes, and I think that's a good thing. I think all the parties were saying, this is what we need, this is what we don't want, but it was very good, it was very flexible. And
so
Republicans
it was a great start. Aren't even calling it or referring to it as a wall. I understand the Democrats are refusing to name figures. So you're both doing sort of like the good general overview thing so far, right?
Well, yes, and there's a lot of issues beyond the parochial issue of a physical barrier. We've got the entire Homeland bill. We have other appropriation bills where there are genuine, not only bipartisan, but bicameral differences. There's differences between House and Senate appropriators on some of the other bills that we've yet to conference. So as part of a grand deal, a grand compromise, I think we can get it done. What I was really pleased about was the fact that the tone in that room today was far better. A few weeks ago, we weren't talking. Today, we were talking. It was very cordial.
That's very good to hear. I know you have your work cut out for you, sir. Thank you for taking a few minutes to talk to us.
Thank you, Neil.
Congressman Fleischmann. All right, here comes the 5.